Hey, Minimum Effort here, hope you're all doing well. Got a deck for you this week featuring Death, Fractured Frontier, the newest card in Marvel Snap. 5 cost, 8 power, on reveal, resurrect all your destroyed characters to random locations. So I've seen a few decks with this card already that's kind of putting like Misery stuff or Adamantium Fusion, Fastball Special stuff. We're going a slightly different way. We are playing Death, Destroyer of Worlds, because we are playing Destroyer. What we want to do is kind of get cards on the board, ramp a little bit, or play Magik to make it a turn 7 game, play Destroyer on that penultimate turn to destroy whatever is there, and then play Death on the final turn to bring those cards back. And there are key cards that we kind of want to play to kind of target, which can be really, really powerful. So yeah, we had a 6-4 run with this deck. I was kind of playing this as a meme deck, expecting it to be a fun deck, which it certainly is. Is it a deck to climb with? Maybe. Is Death a good card? Maybe not, but someone might find a way to break it. Someone might find a way to improve this deck for sure. There's a few cards that you might change. But yeah, this is the deck. So we start with Red Wolf. Now, Red Wolf is here because he's a 2-power card, 2-cost card that gains power on reveal. If you then destroy him and bring him back, he gets that on reveal again. So he has a chance to get decent power. He's not going to be huge, but obviously if you can play him and bring him back, that's really good. And the quick draw as well gives you that power, the opportunity to buff your own cards, which can help as well. So yeah, Red Wolf, just for what I could think of in this deck, I couldn't think of another 2-cost that could maybe go higher, maybe Starlord or something like that, but then that depends on cards being played in those locations both times. So I thought Red Wolf was kind of a more standard option, so that's why we've gone with Red Wolf. Chamber might be good instead, but obviously then if you're destroying the chamber, he doesn't get that effect the second time. And if you can quick draw that Red Wolf, he certainly helps. Magik is here because, yes, we want to make this ideally a turn 7 game. And Magik is obviously great for that. You play Magik on 3 and then you start getting cards on the board, and then to then destroy them and then bring them back with Death. So yeah, Magik is there especially for that. You probably will destroy her. She's only 2 power. She's going to come back somewhere. That's fine. Jane Foster, similar to Red Wolf, it's a card that I thought of, okay, we want to have a card that we can play on the board that is going to gain power and also take power away. And then if we destroy it and bring it back, it can do those things again. So yeah, very similar to Red Wolf, how it plays. You could play something like a Cassandra Nova instead, maybe a Kraglin, but then the problem with Kraglin is it's banishing cards that you might need. Like, it could certainly banish your combo cards that you need for this deck. So yeah, Jane Foster, again, just thought of a card that was a good standard choice. It's going to do its thing. It's going to do it twice if you bring it back. So yeah, that's why she's in this deck. Lunar Snow is here for the ramp option. Obviously, if you do not see Magik, you can play Lunar Snow. It's a little bit trickier because then obviously you play Lunar Snow on 3. You're then looking to play something like a Black Panther or a Dragon Lord on turn 4. And then if you still haven't seen Magik, you then have to kind of maybe play your Destroyer on turn 5. And then the Death on turn 6 to bring back those cards. So it does kind of depend on what you have available to you. But yeah, Lunar Snow, even at a 6 power, she doesn't need to be 6 power, guys. She can be 5. I love this card. Even at 3-5, she'll be really good. So I expect she will be nerfed at some point. But she's still a very, very good card, and that energy really helps. Jubilee is just another great way to get cards on the board. This is it. If you kind of play standard cards where you're playing cards to put them on the board themselves, then this deck doesn't really work. You want to kind of get that extra ability to do that. If you play Jubilee, she gets a card on the board. You can destroy Jubilee, you can bring her back, and she can get another card on the board. And obviously both the first card that you've destroyed, that will be brought back as well. So you'll get kind of a double bonus of bodies on the board, and hopefully they're really powerful. Black Panther, again, just a nice way to say, if you play it once, it goes to a 5-10. If you destroy it and bring it back, it goes to a 5-20. That can certainly be enough to win or certainly compete in lanes. And if you can hit that Red Wolf quick draw, then obviously Black Panther gains an extra power, but obviously through this process, he would become a 5-24 if you can get a buff on him through the Red Wolf. So yeah, 5-24 is very, very good. And then Dragon Lord, similar to Jubilee, you kind of want to get cards on the board and you can see what is in your hand. With Dragon Lord, it's the same as Jubilee, really. You are kind of taking risk of what you're pulling, but if you can see what's in your hand, see what's in your deck, then you kind of weigh up those risks to say, okay, I've got Infinite and Giganto in my hand. I'll play Dragon Lord now, because if I can destroy both those cards, bring them back, obviously that power is going to go somewhere, and Dragon Lord will pull another card from your hand into play. So yeah, that's kind of Jubilee and Dragon Lord are really key cards for these combos. And then Starlord. Starlord is a plan B, because by turn 3, if you haven't got Magik and you haven't got Lunar Snow, chances are you're going to be playing Starlord. So then on turn 4 you can play kind of whatever you want, that he's going to be off curve, but then turn 5 you can play Starlord and then do whatever you can on turn 6 to get power on the board. So yeah, he is a plan B. Sometimes it doesn't work though, you can still do big things on those final turns with Starlord, because you have good options in this deck. And then yeah, Death. So obviously Death, 8 power is still pretty good. It's that random nature of where these cards go, and that is that is how you win or lose the game. You'll see in the gameplay highlights, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. One thing with this as well though is that you can block locations out, so that we were able to play in one game like Lunar Snow into a lane to block out, obviously with the ice cube, so that we then knew that the resurrected cards are going to go into 2 lanes and we can focus our power there. So that was one nice thing we could do. Other times it's going to be sometimes like a 50-50 as to whether one card that will win you the game goes into one lane or it goes into the other, as you'll see in the gameplay highlights. But yeah, I'm not massively impressed with this card, but I do think she's a lot of fun. It might take a bit of time, but someone might find something with this card. Maybe even in this style of deck, there might be a few cards that can be changed. But yeah, I think there could be something here. But right now, if you're kind of weighing up the choice of whether to get her or not, I think you can wait, absolutely. And then Giganto are into our kind of big boys now. Giganto can be played, obviously, for 16 power, generally, or you can put it with Jubilee, or you can play it with Dragon Lord. Obviously, if you can ramp with Lunar Snow, you can get Giganto out on the board early as well, which is really nice. But yeah, Giganto is just a big body, you know. Destroyer is a 618 body. This is the thing with Hela. Hela's only, I don't even know how much power he is because I haven't played Hela in so long, but 618 is huge, because then obviously you can play your 5/8 Death on the next turn, and then you're bringing back hopefully a lot of power or cards that can generate other cards that have power. So yeah, 18 power is really, really strong. It's then a case of, okay, where is this power going to fall, and can you win with that power in those lanes? But yeah, Destroyer very key in this deck, and Infernal the same as kind of Giganto really, except that you can't play him. You might want to swap him for something else that you can play, but then what is that card? Maybe it's a leader, something like that. Maybe it's you could potentially play leader earlier. Could you play a leader earlier if you destroy and bring it back? Maybe, not sure. But yeah, Influence is obviously a 620 body that you want to pull with Jubilee or Dragon Lord. But yeah, you could change it for maybe a Red Hulk. That would be the next thing I can think of that would gain power to a certain level, which is pretty good. Maybe like a Magneto just for a bit of tech, but then there are so many decks playing cards these days that Magneto might not be useful. But yeah, Infernal, if you can put it, is really, really strong. So yeah, this is deck. Like, we had a 6 and 4 run. I might need a bit more tweaking with this deck to make it maybe something competitive, but it's certainly a lot of fun. So yeah, please give it a try. Please watch these gameplay highlights, and please remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more decks I bring you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and good luck. Cheers. Oh, playing against the Rainmaker, Okada himself. Right, so Magik, Death, Dragon Lord, Starlord, Jubilee. This is potentially the nut draw of Magik on 3, Jubilee on 4, Dragon Lord on 5, double Jubilee, interesting, opponent that snapped. Where's the nervous one? There he is. Let's do that. So Surge, interesting. They're going to do stuff. That's great. Good for them. Right, we can see the locations. Utopia is really good for us. Utopia is really good for us. So it doesn't matter then where we play the Magik. So ideally, because we have Destroyer and Death in hand, and we have 2 Jubilees, that's what we want to do. We want to play the Jubilees to draw all these cards out of our deck, destroy them, and then play them again. So a Red Wolf is a decent card, actually. No, we want Jubilee. We do want Jubilee. So Jubilee hit this lane.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
He sure is Spider-Man, guys. 4 shots for the Thanos. Again, if it destroys something, that's not necessarily bad for our deck. Jubilee pulls a Lunar Snow. That's not really ideal. I do get an extra energy. So we can actually play Red Wolf, Jubilee. Ideally, we'd like this to be a Black Panther or an Infinite. I suppose we are actually going to be drawing 2 Jubilees out, aren't we, for the final turn, so actually there's not going to be many cards left in our deck. So maybe that should have been Dragon Lord and we take the chance. Maybe. So Jubilee pulls Black Panther. Black Panther's absolutely fine.
Wakanda forever!
So destroy a mid. We have nothing left in our deck, actually, are we? Which is weird because... Oh no, it's Jubilee's taken 2, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, maybe we could have split that between the... Stuff's getting destroyed all over the place. Sure. And then it's just death and we see what we can do. We do actually have a quick draw Jane Foster, which was the last card in our deck. So we definitely play this here. So we can get good power here, but not necessarily... Maybe we do play left in case some of our cards do there. It's tricky. You could move that and try to play something big here. Let's just go all in here. I think let's just do that. Sure. Actually, no. Maybe we should spread more for the... There's nothing for Jubilee to pulls there. So the main card we're looking for here is the Black Panther. It's a blue Marvel, okay. So a bit of quick draw. 3 cards in the left. Red Wolf in the middle. Black Panther right. Jubilee hits nothing. Yeah, we're with 31 and 30. This is it. This is kind of like... This feels like Hela, where you're playing Hela, which is the Death Destroyer, and then wherever these cards go, that are big power potentially, that's what happens. So yeah, we managed to get 10 power from the Red Wolf. That's really good. That's a 2-10. Love that. A 3-5, but obviously didn't matter in this, but the main thing was the Red Wolf went here, and the Black Panther went here with the Jubilee. These cards, I believe, as well, when they're destroyed, do come back in the order they are destroyed. So I think it was Ice Cube got destroyed first, because that was full. How do you get 2 Ice Cubes? Sure. But yeah, the Magik, then the Lunar Snow, then that. So they did kind of, I think, reveal in order of destroy. But yeah, when it hits, you can get decent power. So yeah, cool. Okay, Mojo World is interesting. Obviously, if we can discard a lot of cards, destroy a lot of cards and bring them back, that is obviously something that could happen. Yeah, let's Red Wolf now. I don't think we mind that at all. This is a destroy deck, so obviously destroying stuff is going to work very well for them as well. 2-5 Red Wolf. We do have priorities. The Jane Foster is actually hopefully going to hit the Deadpool. That would be very nice. Yeah, let's split as well. That seems fine. Deadpool, please. Yep, got it. So yeah, that means the Deadpool just doesn't changing power at all, which is fantastic.
What a game!
You're telling me, mate. What a game. Right, can we do anything this turn? Magik? Sure, let's turn off Mojo World. Destroy aren't really good at filling up lanes. Maybe we do... No, maybe not. Yeah, we don't have the right cards at the moment. I mean, we do have the Destroyer. Yeah, we'd be looking to play the Destroyer then in this lane. So we're destroying the Red Wolf, bringing it back. Destroying the Jane Foster, bringing it back. So Magik this turn. So potentially a Dragon Lord next turn, depending on what we hit. Or a Black Panther. Obviously the worry with Magik as well gives them an extra turn for a Null, a Zola, that sort of thing. Fastball special. Ah, I hit my Wolfman. And another one, but that's just zeros, that's fine, that's just for energy. And a Moira, sure. Infinite, so because Dragon Lord's targets. Yeah, we want to play the Dragon Lord here. We definitely want to destroy this one. Obviously, we want this to pull Giganto or Black Panther or Infinite. So hopefully, it doesn't hit the Destroyer. That's a 1 in 4. Giganto's absolutely fine. Have finally buffed their Deadpool to 3. Is this Killmonger? It's a death middle. Okay, yeah, they might be doing Zola stuff now then. There is the death. So we are going to get Red Wolf, Jane Foster, Dragon Lord and Giganto back. And the Dragon Lord's got a good chance of putting a Black Panther and Infinite or whatever else we draw this turn. So yeah, Destroyer here. Obviously this is potentially a Null deck though. So this is interesting for us. It's a Carnage. Yeah, they do have Null. The Null is unfortunately going to be absolutely massive. But they can only put the Null in one lane. And we're about to do this. I can Luna Snow as well. I'm going to Luna Middle, because I think we would want a bit of space for the Dragon Lord. That's a good point, actually. Do I even play the Luna because I want the Dragon Lord, but then that could pull the Luna. Unless we play the Luna here first. Blocks this lane, and then we're pretty much guaranteed the Dragon Lord is going to be able to pull something in one of these two lanes. I like that. Let's do that. Yeah, no in the left lane, that's fine. We're not actually looking to win that lane, so we've got now a good chance of winning the other two. So Red Wolf gets a little buff. Jane Foster. Further buffs. Dragon Lord hits the Infinite. And the Giganto takes the mid. Perfect. I mean, in total, that's a really good power spread, like 26, 20 and 38. That's a lot of power. That's really good. Yeah, obviously they just had the Null. Shutting down that early Deadpool from buffing was actually really useful for us because they would have got a lot bigger in this lane with what else they were trying to do. So yeah, blocking that lane with the Lunar Snow, putting our big power cards here, yeah, works absolutely perfectly. Cool. We are playing against Pants of the Sky. Lovely. Took a Jubilee, Destroyer, Black Panther, Jane Foster. That's not bad. I think I hit a Magik. That's not a bad curve, actually. Krakoa is interesting as well. We've got the Magik. Okay, so Magik on 3, Jubilee on 4, Black Panther on 5, Destroyer on 6, and then hopefully a Death on 7. So because Krakoa, we might not be able to get to the Krakoa card on the board. So I'm hoping they're not going to play here now and we're going to turn that off. It's fire hair, that's fine. Okay, so we know the kind of stuff that they're trying to do at the moment. Fire hair Kilamiga, this could be like Nimrod stuff. So yeah. So Jubilee into this lane. Which could pull Red Wolf, Lunar Snow, Dragon Lord, Starlord, or Infinite. Dragon Lord would suck if it pulled our Destroyer or our Death. Jane Foster only hits the Magik. Hits the Lunar Snow, that's okay.
Clear for takeoff.
We are then playing, have pulled now the Infinite. Black Panther here. So he'll go to 10. Cassandra Nova, sure. So what we want to have, we'll only have one card in our deck. So it's going to be Red Wolf, Dragon Lord, or Starlord. We'd love it to be the Dragon Lord to stay in the bottom, actually.
Forever.
I might actually move Magik here and play the Destroyer middle, just because the fire hair lane is going to be quite hard to deal with. Two cards left in deck, and they are Dragon Lord and Starlord. Iceman hits the Red Wolf, not a problem. First ashore, I mean, we are losing a bit of power from these cards, so we need the Black Panther hit to really work for us. So again, because of the fire hair, we drew the Dragon Lord, so we can draw a Starlord from the Jubilee. So I think we play into this right lane and we see what we draw. Hope everything sticks mostly to the right. I don't think they'll contest middle. They play two cards there, that's fine. They played their death. So they've got an Ice Cube. Cassandra Nova, who went left, that's good. Venom. Firehair's going to eat the Cassandra Nova though, isn't it? Iron Man. So they've got 28 power. So left lane actually now might be best for us. Fastball special, that's fine. But yeah, now we need our cards to go left. Okay, Magik, Jubilee, which is the Starlord, which is not a lot of power. We need the Black Panther to go left. Lunar Snow, wouldn't be nice to get that to go left as well. Yeah, not enough. Would that have been enough? It would have been a tie. We would have won the tiebreak if that Black Panther would have rolled left, because that would have been, it's 17 or 18? 18 we would have won it actually, regardless. So yeah, 50-50 for where that landed. Actually filling that lane probably helped in a way of kind of narrowing down where this card would go. So yeah, the 50-50 was then left or right, but unfortunately it went right. So yeah, nearly. Cool. Giganto, Dragon Lord, and Starlord. Utopia's decent for us. If we can get Magik, Jane Foster, Lunar Snow, and Jubilee into hand. Moira X. Could be another Destroy card, guys. Another Destroy deck. There's Jubilee. Jubilee's decent, although it has potentially got Destroyer and Death in our deck at the moment. Let's see what we draw. They're destroying stuff on their side. They're having fun. They're doing it, that's fine. The Peak steals Giganto, and we steal their Null. That's decent. Very decent. Now, the question is, we could Jubilee now, which would We've got Red Wolf, Jane Foster, Lunar Snow, Black Panther, Death, and Destroyer. So 2 cards out of 6 that we don't really want to draw. So if we are going to Jubilee, I think we do it now. And then we Magik next turn on Mirror Dimension, because we do not want our Dragon Lord or anything else stolen from us. You go into Marrow, sure. Right. What can Jubilee hit? Lunar Snow is absolutely fine. We did it already. I mean, we stole the Death. And what did they steal? It was the Dragon Lord, wasn't it? So we've stolen their big 2 cards, really. In which case, then, we Magik this lane. Starlord on 5. Destroyer. And then we have Null. So potentially we can do all of those things. I mean, we have got obviously minus energy that we're destroying as well. That's not great. Starlord here. They do have a Null. Where did they get the Null from? The Moira. They copied it. I see. That sucks. So we would want to do this. Destroyer to destroy all our cards. Our Death gets cheap. We can Black Panther this lane as well. And then we've got Null and a Death that we can drop. That seems really good. Really Death Strike. Destroy our stuff, please. That's absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
Wakanda forever!
8 in that lane. And then, yeah. Null and Death in the middle. Seems good. They're running Shang-Chi, possibly. Possibly the only thing to do is, yeah, they're out. Because they lost their Death, which is their next power card. And they were lucky to get a copy of that Null. Well, they might have had another Death through the Moira, but you never know. But yeah, I mean, that was a crazy turn of events, just getting the Null and the Death. Because then, yeah, Destroyer and the Black Panther, 28 power here. Plus we would have had 29 power in this middle lane. Yeah, too much for them to overcome. We could have actually played both these cards in this right lane, but it seemed a bit much. But yeah, that's that was fun. Also, Giganto, Magik, Black Panther, Proscenium is very nice for the Black Panther in particular. Bladed to the least, let's see if it's discard. Been seeing a lot more discard lately, I haven't seen it for a long time. Jotunheim's not bad for a Destroyer card, actually, for that lane to go in. Although it's Utopia, so I guess it is Magik then. We can go Magik into Lunar Snow, that's absolutely fine. Magik, Lunar Snow, Black Panther. Magik, Lunar Snow, Black Panther. I guess it's here because then at least they do reveal with +2 power. So I'm not just bringing back a 0 power stone, I'm bringing back a 2 power ice cube, sorry. Yeah, we'll have 2 power rather than 0. There is a Dragon Lord as well. Now the worry with Dragon Lord. Jane Foster. Okay. Opponent has snapped. Yeah, we have to play the Destroyer next turn. So maybe it's Black Panther here. So we're gonna have still decent a bit of power in this right lane with where that's where the Destroyer goes, and then we're looking at, was that a 24 power?
Wakanda forever.
No, 28 power it's going to be. That's even better. Cool. Alternatively, because this is a lot of power, we don't necessarily need to destroy it. We could do Dragon Lord, because it's going to pull something with big power, or it's Giganto Destroyer, Death or Infinite. Obviously if it pulls the Destroyer we just play the Death next turn, but if it pulls Giganto, pulls Infinite, we've got big power here anyway. So I think we do this. I'm playing into this right lane because obviously I want to contest here. They've got a strong buy. They've got a bishop, so potentially there is going to be a lot of cards actually being played. Some Nightcrawlers. Yeah, they've still got decent power. Jane Foster does hit some and boosts some of ours. Dragon Lord hits the Giganto. This is it. So we're now at 25 power there. And it's Red Wolf. We haven't destroyed anything, so I think it would just be, it's Red Wolf more power? No, Death is more power, so 8 goes to 10, goes to 35. And the Red Wolf here, it's not a lot of power, but it's a little bit extra. So we do that. They've got a strong guard down for middle, Angela and Bishop. They can still play cards, but it's only one. Just an electricity ice cube, no problem. So yeah, so even without doing that combo, this is it. You can get this power down regardless. So yeah, we managed to hit a 14 power Black Panther. Yeah, Dragon Lord pull the Giganto. Yeah, very, very decent. So yeah, it's just a couple of ways that you can try to play this deck. But this is the less fun way. Oh, and gets Hardvark. So, Starlord, Jubilee, Black Panther, and Death. Fractured Frontier in hand. Kitty Pride, sure. It's Squirrel, great. Fortunately, that means the squirrels will be destroyed first. So they will come back first, which obviously if we want to bring back Jubilees and Dragon Lords, that would be annoying. Bifrost as well, okay. I think I really care where these go. So yeah, Magik now, because we can. Jubilee. Now the problem, no, because we're turning off Danger Room, that's fine. So yeah, obviously when these cards move, this will then be the lane that we play Destroyer into, should we get that. They have got a Hawkeye Bishop, so they could do some clog stuff as well. Right, so we have Jubilee. It's gonna happen anyway. So we, yeah, drop the Jubilee here. Jubilee can be Red Wolf, Jane Foster, Dragon Lord, Giganto, or Destroyer. Acid Arrow, I mean, we don't necessarily mind destroying that. There is the Destroyer. Unfortunately, it is destroying some pretty pants cards. But at least with that, we have a 15 power head start here. And thanks to the Magik, what we can do is Lunar Snow into Starlord, and that seems pretty good as well. Yeah, they have played in the right lane. Probably on the Elsa. Interesting, is this the kitty they're filling it up? Yeah, they can potentially catch us then in this right lane. Star of the middle play, Jane Foster. Would be nice. We do have priorities here. Wouldn't have hit the kitty or anything. Okay, so we just need Starlord and see what we can get. Hopefully Giganto. Save it when Giganto in the left, maybe, because we're not. Are we playing from there? No, I don't think we are. Starlord in the left lane. So we can play Giganto, Black Panther. They're going to get a lot of buffs though from this Elsa. This is very nice. But the squirrels have really helped them out, which is really annoying. Jet flag, yeah, they are well set in the middle. We don't want that lane, thank you. It's a 13 power Kitty Pride though. So we have got 12 energy. Yeah, Dragon Lord doesn't do anything for us in the middle, unfortunately. So yeah, Giganto here. Death will bring back, obviously, Acid Arrow, Squirrel, Magik. There's not enough power there. So we would just have to go Black Panther here and hope that's enough. It's an 18 power Kitty Pride. And a 12 power Shu Lao, insane. That is big enough. We do win the left lane by 4. Black Panther just is not enough. That was a fun game though. So yeah, even without doing what we wanted to do, obviously, yeah, the early destroyer, but we didn't have enough good cards destroyed, so that wasn't an avenue for us. So it's then, can we use our energy? Can we use Starlord? Can we get big cards down? And we did, but it wasn't enough. Yes, we are playing against a Thanos player, as expected. Right, Strange Academy doesn't do much for us. Nothing on turn 1. If we can draw a Red Wolf for turn 2, that would be good. Sunspots means it could be High Evo. Milano Starlord. I mean, if we haven't got a Red Wolf, I guess a Starlord's not a bad replacement actually, as long as they play something here, which they do. That's cool. It's a Scorpion, okay. Valhalla's interesting. Especially if we can get the Black Panther down on turn 5. No, it's got to be earlier, isn't it? So it would have to be Lunar Snow now to then hit the Black Panther in Valhalla. But then we need to draw Destroyer and Death in that order. He's played the Cosmo in the middle lane, interesting. Dragon Lord as well, not bad. So yeah, Black Panther will go to 20. I mean, failing, obviously not drawing the combo that we want to. We have Dragon Lord stuff, that's pretty good. Which we can do into Strange Academy, we'll probably have to move from there. So Jubilee, interesting. So Jubilee will pull Red Wolf, Jane Foster, Death or Destroyer. So because we don't have them, I don't think we necessarily need to I mean, we could play Magik and try and draw it out one more turn, because if we don't draw anything, we can then Starlord next turn. Might as well try it. Let's see. I mean, we've not got a bad line specifically with Dragon Lord. Giganto, I suppose. Yeah, with this way we can hopefully get a 40 power Black Panther, which would be lame with him. Hey, a win. Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they were planning to hit, but yeah, they did not get it. Cool.